Dear student, today we are discussing about the plant's response to the water, in which four categories are there: hydrophytic, xerophytic, halophytic, and epiphytic plant. So here in this first category, hydrophytic plants or hydrophytic vegetation, that we are going to discussing here. So hydrophytic adaptation. So here the hydrophytes are plants which are live wholly or partially submerged into the water. Particularly hydro means water, phyte means plants. You all know these are the plants either wholly or partially under the water, in which three categories are there as shown in there is a PowerPoint. Marsh plant in soil which is always very wet and waterlogged condition, that is called as a marsh. Swamp plants in which waterlogged soil with shallow water, means there is the depth of water is very low, such water is called as a shallow water. And the third one is aquatic plants. These are the plants which live partially or completely under the water, submerged into the river plant. So see here, these are the categories of hydrophytic. There is a plants. Some plants are there is a on the surface of the water, that is called as the free floating plants are there. Some plants are totally under the water, it is called as submerged plant. Some plants are there is a having the lower portion is under the water and upper portion, particularly leaves are there is on the floating on the surface, that is called as the floating hydrophytes. And there is some plants which are partially under the water and partially above the water, means there is a upper portion of the plant is above the water and lower portion is toward the under the water. That is such category of the plant. Hydrophytic plants are called as the emergent hydrophytes, or sometimes it is called as the amphibian hydrophytes are there. Just like a frog, one of the animals, it is survive in the water and it is came on the surface of there is a soil also. So such type of a categories there is there. So all these plants are having there is a different anatomical, morphological and physiological there is a features are there. So here these are there is a hydrophytic adaptations. Anaerobic, because water contains little dissolved oxygens and bacterial decay. Aeration, tissue in lacunae to store O2, manufactured by photosynthesis and to give buoyancy to float on the surface of the water or into the water. So this is a buoyancy. Little no mechanical tissue because of a buoyancy from water, and less rigidity to give resistance to the water current. So lightweight plants are present. No or non-functional stomata or stomata on the surface, only for water floating plants. So these are there is a stomata are generally present in there is a such there is a plant which are there is a float on the surface. So this is there is a the picture in the slide is showing emergent hydrophyte, amphibious hydrophytes, plants whose roots and basal portion grow beneath the surface of the shallow water, but the leaves and stems are born primarily in the air, as we have just discussed. That is a amphibious type of there is a categories are there. So see here, floating hydrophytes, the leaves are float on the surface of the leaves, and plants whose leaves float on the water surface, but their roots anchored in the substrate or into the mud or into the river. So this is the example of floating hydrophytes. water lily. So Victoria regia is also another example. Then free floating category of plants, plants that grow float with the most of their body above the water surface. Roots, if present, hang freely on the water surface. So such is a free floating category. Free floating macrophytes obtain nutrients directly from the water through foliar absorption and through water roots. The unrooted macro alga cara absorb there is a equally well in there is a parts. So this is also a free floating. Then submerged hydrophytes, plants that spend their entire life cycle with the possible exception of flowering beneath the surface of the water. So entire plant is under the water. So strategies for life underwater: oxygen exchange takes place, photosynthesis also takes place, obtaining nutrients, structural supports, and here there is a such type of a internal there is a structures are developed to become a light in weight in the plants, large intercellular structures, pore spaces which extend throughout the entire plant and allow for the storage and transport of gas to submerged roots. Development of aeronchyma in the individual plants, stimulating via floating, formed by increased cellular activity or cell separation in the cortex. Pore space is submerged portion of the plant as high as 60% compared to the 7% in interstitial plants. So see here there is a morphological and anatomical changes is also there is a going on in the plant to survive in the water without any harm to the plants. Roots may be completely be lacking as in Wolffia, Utricolia or Fibili developed hydrilla. Roots hairs are absent in lemna or feebly developed. Root caps may be absent or roots pockets are present. Roots are generally fibrous type and adventitious, unbranched or sparsely branched. The stem is long, slender, weak, spongy and flexible type in submerged hydrophyte. The stem is short, stoloniferous, thick and spongy with extensive parenchyma in free floating plants. The leaves may be arranged in alternate phyllotaxy or opposite or whorled. Stomata are present on the upper epidermis which is in contact with air and gaseous exchange takes place through this stomata and lower surface in touch with water. The upper leaf surface in floating leaves are coated with wax to prevent wilting. The many partially submerged plants show heterophyly, presence of different types of leaves. The entire plant body covered with mucilage. The flower and seeds are less abundant. Reproduction in mainly by vegetative method. So these are there is a vegetative there is a structures of there is a plant, and when we cut as in shown in there is a picture, there is anatomical features are there. The roots and shoot system exhibit general feature like cuticle that is more not present and very thin. Epidermis is generally single layered of thin walled cells, not defending in function. The cortex is well developed. It contains many air chambers. It adds it biochemistry and quick gaseous exchange. Mechanical tissues are usually absent. In vascular tissues, hilum vessels are less. Only tracheids exist in submerged form. In amphibious form, the xylem and phloems are well built up. Muscular bundles might be arranged toward the center. Epidermal cells of the leaves include chloroplasts, and they can function as photosynthetic tissue, particularly where the leaves and stems are much thin in hydrilla. So these are the anatomical features which are seen in this particular plant. When we cut, there is a transverse section. So see here, there is again one of the hydrilla plant is shown, in which there is such buoyancy. There is a well developed air chambers are there is developed, which accumulate there is air to float on the surface of the plant. So see here, there is a rounded a lacunae which contains there is a gas, as seen in the Nymphia plants are there. And see here, the physiological adaptations of the plant. Osmotic pressure of hydrophyte is lower than that of the mesophytes, because of there is a entire plant is under the water or above the water, or there is a near the water, so that there is a osmotic pressure is very low, so that there is a water, there is a not come into the this there is a plant. Next one is they have mechanism to excrete more water from their body, because of a huge amount of water is present everywhere, and so that water is drilled by the plant, so that to there is a save from there is a excess water. So this mechanism is inbuilt in these plants. The aquatic plants can secrete mucilage to prevent desiccation and decaying due to the action of water current. Because of there is a plants is maximum contact with water, and so that there is the desiccation and decaying possibilities there is much more, so that it internally they secrete a sticky substance that is called as a mucilage from entire body, and so that there is the decay and decomposition is there is minimized by the plant itself. Then next one is roots of some hydrophyte release oxygen in the soil. For example, there is Oryza sativa. So there is due to this a much aeration is carried out into this plant. So such type of a physiological adaptations are occurs by this plant by itself to there is a reduce the loss due to the water. So thank you friends, we stop here.